Well, hey everybody, I'm just gonna show you how I installed my AcuRite 5-in-1 weather station. Now I've been watching some videos and people have gotten pretty detailed on how they mounted it. I did it pretty simple. Right now I'm in the house. This is what the display looks like, which your weather station transmits to get to the station. I don't have the little the hub. I have it connected directly to my computer. So the only problem with that is you have to leave your computer on all the time. So unless you don't mind using your computer, leaving it on all the time, then it's no big thing. It was pretty simple to put together. There was a little detail in linking it up to Weather Underground, but it just took a while and figured it out. I'll give you the, if you want to follow along my weather, I'll give you the address so you can follow along if you like. I'm in Sacramento, California, so it gets pretty hot out here. And well, you can see what the heat is. Anyway, like I said, this is the display. It has a bunch of different things you can see in it. A bunch of different readings. It has the ticker down below. That, well, I'll tell you, I've had this up since 2014. It's been running constantly since 2014. And I haven't had any problems with it. I've had a couple signal drops here and there, but I mean, all in all, it's worked great. It's been on point all the time. I'll show you what it looks like on the computer screen. This is just the display that stands by itself. So give me a second here and I'll bring it up. Okay, so here it is on my computer screen. I have a 22-inch screen, so I had to make it larger or else it would be really small. What I like about it, it's dark. You can have the dark mode, so it isn't so bright when you're looking at it. Maybe in the middle of the night, or I don't know. I just like the dark better. It's kind of techy looking. Let's see, what can you do on here? Here's the 12-hour format. Gives you the 12-hour, what you would expects to show for temperature and stuff. It might vary a few degrees here and there, plus or minus. Then you can click on the 7-day, and it'll give you the rest of the week. Different temperatures. There is a bunch of different charts on it too. You can look. You can see all the different charts. Here's the temperature, humidity, rain. We haven't rained in Sacramento for like I don't know how long. Wind. I don't have that much wind where I am. Pressure, things like that. You can set up alerts so it'll alert you. But I just like the dashboard. And of course I keep it on full screen so it doesn't have the well, other stuff on there. Let's see, I'll drop it down to, yeah, see, I don't have the toolbar going and all that. So you just hit F11 and it goes to full screen if you didn't know that already. Anyway, I'll show you how I got it mounted outside. Okay, so I'm outside now. And there's my 5-in-1 weather station. Yeah, there's wires in the background. They're about 4 feet away. It's just nothing in the way. It's kind of weird because it tells you not to put it in direct sunlight. Well, how are you supposed to get good readings when it's not up in the air? That's my question. So you get everything in the 5-in-1. wind speed, wind direction, barometer, has a self-dumping rain gauge, and it comes with a little plastic mount, and that's great if you're not just want to mount it temporarily or somewhere. And yes, you do hear a chicken. Hold on, I'll show you the chickens, because I know you're probably curious. Okay, here's a couple of my chickens. There's Lucy. They're just hens. There's Fiona, she's the youngest. They just like to follow you around, like they think they're going to get treats or wonder what you're doing, one of the two. Anyway, and if you hear water going in the background too, we got a pond in our backyard, a little homemade pond. Anyway, back to the weather station. So I mounted it. It comes with this little plastic mount, and I had it on there for a while, and I didn't like it because I wanted it higher up in the air to get better weather readings or wind readings. So I found a 12-foot pole in my backyard, and I mounted it on that. As you can see, it needs to face south, so it's facing south right now. So you can see I just use plumber straps or pipe straps, whatever you want to call them, and that's it. That's all I mounted it with. And like I said, it's been up and like I said, it's been up there since 2014 constantly. All I have are 3 Duracell batteries in it, and I've never changed them. It's amazing. But yeah, okay. They're talking. The chickens are talking. Yeah, so that's all I did. I mounted on a pole. It is down from what it was mounted. It was a little higher, but I didn't want to get it into the wires. That wouldn't be good. So that's how I have mine mounted. It's very simple. Plumber straps on a pole. I have it on 2 poles right now. There's a smaller pole. I don't know the exact length, but it fit right up inside. Just tighten the screws that comes with it to keep it from moving. And there you go. It's pretty simple. You don't have to get all detailed and all extravagant on how to mount it. It all depends on what you want to do. I've seen people talking about mounting it on RVs. My thought is, well, you can mount it to if you have one, a ladder on the back. You can mount it to that, and all you need are plumber straps. They're pretty simple to use, durable. They don't rust. They don't fade. They don't crack. They're not UV or ruined by the sun. This is actually my second weather station. My first one, I had it fell down. Not because of the wind or anything like that. I was mounting it and it didn't mount it correctly and it fell down, so it got destroyed. I thought it was destroyed, but I was able to find some parts. Fiona's awfully loud today. Anyway, I'll show you that one real quick too, just so you can see what I used to have. It's back up working. So okay, so this is my first one I had. I had it up since 2010, but I was using it, and anyway, it tipped over and broke, but I was able to find some parts on eBay and fix it up, and it's working fine. This is kind of like a no-name brand, I guess you could call it. It was a Dr. Tech. I got it off eBay years ago, and but it works, and I love it because it has that. It just has that look, you know, that weather station look. Got the temperature gauge. Let's see if I can. Yeah, temperature gauge is in here. Wind direction, wind speed, and it's all powered by the solar right there. That solar power powers the whole thing up. I don't have any power connected to it. As you can see, there's the pole, and it's mounted with plumber straps. And so if I go somewhere, I can take it with me, because I'm a weather geek, so I like to see what the weather is. I'm also a Skywarn spotter, weather spotter, so I'm into that also. It does have a rain gauge, but it's never really worked well, so I don't use it for rain. But anyway, I love these because they just have that look, and it's solar powered. The only batteries I have is on the display. It can hook up to the computer, but it doesn't hook up into the internet. That was the other thing I wanted. And this one has to face north. So you pull out your little compass on your phone and just point it direction north. That's about it. Simple. It comes with, or it came with, its own pole, which is a lot better than the AcuRite one, because they just give you that little plastic thing. These actually are poles. But this one's works really well. They're a couple degrees off of each other, temperature wise. This is the front of my house. The AcuRite is in the back of my house, so the wind speed's different. But anyway, hope you liked my video. Follow along, like it, or maybe it'll give you some ideas.